Hello, folks. Welcome to Fandango Friday. I'm in Louisiana. James P. Madonna is in New Jersey with beautiful weather outside, I understand. So we have rain and cold, and it's bleh. All right. So Fandango Friday.
Yes, Fandango Friday is here. It is the beginning of February 2022, and the next special day, I don't want to call it a holiday, is the St. Valentine's Day Massacre on our wallets.
Right.
Yes, and a friend of mine showed me, said, "Look, me and my wife might be going here. $109 a person for Valentine's Day at the restaurant." You know what they do? They take Valentine's Day or Easter Sunday or maybe even Mother's Day at these restaurants, and they remove the regular menu and they give you the special Valentine's Day menu, which is jacked up to the hilt.
Yeah, we used to go get those things too, and it always seemed like it wasn't the food wasn't as good. Like
No, it's a different menu. It's limited. The food is not as good. And well, they do even worse on New Year's Eve if you go out. Me, I why deal with drunks getting into accidents and getting DWI by cops? Why deal with that? But the
no.
point is, it's not the same menu. It's not the same food, and it's a racket. You get bent over with these prices. Because I rather take the significant other out to dinner the day before or the day after Valentine's Day.
Get better food and then probably have a nicer time.
Nice
But
and no waiting, no looking at starving couples in the waiting room in the lobby, and waiting over an hour for a table. None of that. So take.
well, we have BC's beer reviews joining us from Michigan. He's got to unmute his mic, but he
Yep. There we go.
Yes,
thanks
yes.
for joining, man. So Jean Pierre had something to do. I said, well, don't worry about it. You got something to do. You got something to do. All right, so
I mean, it happens. You gotta deal with what you have. And BC, how you feeling these days?
I'm okay. I
Yeah.
don't know. This like last week and I don't know. Honestly, the last week and a half. I mean, I'm okay. I
Good.
mean,
Well, I know the people didn't think that the Coney Island dude with the funny hairstyle was coughing. He wasn't coughing. That was you coughing, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't Mr. Coney Island. That's the logo of Coney Island, Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's why I ended up using
He
my mic.
wasn't.
Yeah, because
right.
I don't.
Well, sorry sorry you've been ill. I didn't realize you were sick, but
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's been ill. Honestly, I've been feeling down. I mean, almost to the point of being depressed. I mean,
I'm sorry.
yeah. I mean, I just got a lot going on right now, and it's like,
Well, I got a step ladder over here. If that helps if you want to feel up.
come on up, yeah.
Hey, BC, sorry about that, man. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
You know, life
Oh.
is a struggle. This German guy that used to cut my hair, he was an SS officer, and he used to cut my. His name was Teddy. He used to say, James, life is a struggle.
And after that, he say, "Get in the chopper."
Getting the chopper.
Now.
Probably knew a little bit about that. All right, now there used to be a man lived here that was a SS officer. He lived in this town, and his wife was a seamstress.
Ah.
She used to do all the good seamstress work. Here's my bucket. Now, yeah, the guy's name was Heinz Ross, and his wife's name was Rita Ross, and the son's name was, what was his name? He went to high school.
His son was Wolfgang, right? Wolfgang Ross?
Something like that. Was like Olaf Ross. But the guy was in Russia, and he said, I knew a man that knew him real well. They used to go fishing together and stuff, and he said he was about to get captured by the Russians, and all the SS guys had a tattoo. And he said, if they see me with this SS tattoo, they're not going to take me prison, and they're going to kill me.
Oh, jeez.
So this Russian or Ukrainian woman took a spoon and heated it up till it was red hot, and they put it on his tattoo, and it burned it, you know?
Oh, gee. So he got branded like cattle.
Yeah. And then he got, I think he got captured, and then he got released at some point. I don't know their story. I just remember they used to live around here, and his wife was a seamstress. They probably both died 10, 20
Yeah, well,
years
you know, all the ladies of the older generations they worked in the garment industry. My grandmother was a seamstress. You know, I mean, a lot of them do. There it is. We are all here for you. Cheers, BC. If you want to talk or shoot the breeze or whatever, let me know, brother. Well, I got the show Sunday. Sunday is going to be totally fun and frolic or open topic. So, you know, Nicholas Fernari. Okay. You rented a car. Well, they're all fascinating guys. I had another friend that raised dachshunds. He was a Nazi officer, and he was actually a scientist. I forgot what kind of biochemical or something of that nature. And he says, I don't understand. Every time my dachshunds give birth to a litter, they're all dead. The babies are dead. I says, he got mad at me. I says, maybe you need to feed the dachshunds knockwurst because they look like a knockwurst. Maybe you will have better luck.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shake my bucket. And yeah, BC, anytime, just talk to me. I don't know if I'm anybody to give advice, you know, but I mean,
yeah, well, I mean, it's one of the things.
I can listen, you know, at least. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Yeah, I give advice.
James gives advice. I just listen. Okay, but here it is. It's called
what?
Okay, hold on. Let me.
You better go full screen.
Yeah. I know where I bought this. I bought this at Star. It's called Peach Ice 101.
Ice. Oh wow! Ooh, look at that.
That's the place where the lady told me, "You look up price on list on wall." I don't have time to look up price.
So you look up price. You look up a price.
Yeah, she was telling me, "You look it up," and I was like, you know, and the line was getting long, and that's what she said. Okay, everything 99 cents. Everything 99 cents. All right, let me tell you a little bit about this product. I did research it. I didn't know what I was going to pick. I just researched it because I knew it one day I would pick it because I'd never heard of Peach Ice 101. So I was like, I never heard of this brand. I know it's
that's the tough thing about my suggestion to you. If you're doing the mystery bucket and you don't know what you're going to select, the problem is you have to either memorize all the data on everything that's in that bucket, or you have to look it up really quick.
Right. Now I'm going to go put the bucket back, but I'm going to be right back in less than 10 seconds. So hold on.
Yeah, that bucket. Well, actually, that bucket could probably fit in the refrigerator.
Orangey was in this. Orangey was in this office a little while ago, but I made her go outside to eat.
I miss my orange tabby.
Yeah, I was gonna hold her up and let her see y'all.
Samantha, her name was Samantha, and she had paws like an oven mitt. She had a thumb. She had this thumb that used to stick out. You know, and they got the pink nose. They got the pink nose. You know, like a redhead. You know, pink nose, and the toe pads are pink.
Yeah, that's how the Orangey is, and but I was gonna hold her up, but I wanted to go outside. I can't get her to figure out how to use the litter box. I brought her to the litter box yesterday and put her in the box, and she jumped right out. And she looked at me like she just can't understand. All right, can't understand. She goes outside, you know. But anyway, peach ice. So I did some research and I looked up. It has a website. So when I typed in ice101liquor.com, it took me to 99 Bananas website. The 99 brand that we've been doing so many times.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I don't get that, but it's 101 proof. And it says on the side, you're going to love this. Produced by Sazerac Company, Louisville, Kentucky.
A great monopoly.
So
yeah, I thought it was going to be Sazerac.
You think Sazerac might have their own spacecraft like Jeff Bezos has? You think they might get so big?
It's like a spaceship that you saw off of what is it, that James Bond movie with Roger Moore?
Moonraker?
Yeah, Moonraker, yeah.
Yeah, well, the top of his spacecraft looks just like Jeff Bezos' bald head, to be honest with you.
Oh.
All right, I can't get this cap to open, so I'm gonna have to go get my little rubber.
The same thing happened to Ronald that happened to me. It was I couldn't get the cap off, and I had to get the rubber. I buy these round rubber mats from the Dollar Tree, and just in case I have a real problem.
Yeah, I remember them things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember growing up, and they used to be handy, like in the junk drawer.
There you go.
Sort of thing.
Never fails you. Those things never fails you.
Never fails. All right, now so pour it, and it is. I assume that it's a liqueur, and I assume it's naturally flavored, but there's no color added, so we don't have to worry about color. So, what's this thing called again? Peach Ice 101. Probably has nothing to do with ice, except that if you don't make it icy, you're not going to want to drink it. I think that's what turned Ronnie S against these liqueurs. I'm not a big liqueur guy either, but he was drinking them warm, and that's just
Yeah, he told me he likes the hot, balmy weather in Florida, and I says, not me, man. I gotta have my AC running.
Well, I'll take that weather.
I like the hot weather, but you cannot drink these unless they're icy cold.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yep.
So I think that's what was getting him down in the liqueur. What'd you say, BC?
I said I'll take that with the weather down in Florida now compared to what I'm getting up here. Man, it's like 12 degrees up here. It's like 7 with the wind chill.
Yeah, but it's invigorating. It energizes you.
Yeah, only in short bursts though.
And then you get hypothermia, right?
Yeah, or frostbite, or death in worst case scenario.
Sounds great.
If you heaven forbids, if you lock your keys in the house, don't ever do that, BC.
Oh, I've got a spare key outside waiting for me to get back inside.
Yeah, tie something big to your key, like an iron horseshoe or something.
Yeah, no, I've got it well hidden, so nobody can find it except for me. So I'm good.
Right, hide it where. Just think, if I was a thief, where would I look? Don't put it under the mat.
Damn it, I'm gonna have to move the key then now.
Oh, it's under the mat. Never
I'm
do
kidding.
that.
That was a joke.
It's like
joking.
a man should never pick his birth date as his password because his wife,
Exactly. Yeah.
that's the first thing they'll think of.
Or their mom's name.
Yeah, their mom's name. Yeah. Bottoms up, I love fire. Come on, baby, I love fire. See, this is why if the bottle's plastic, this stays in the freezer. Okay. I brought something common. Nothing special. I just wanted to get rid of it. Okay. E&J Grand Blue VSOP American Brandy. Okay. And what really makes me laugh, according to the website, is it says a rare blend. How come all these companies use the word rare? How could it all be rare if I see it in every liquor store all year round? Everything's rare in this business.
So rare. It's so rare. I can get it at Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, how could it be rare? What did you say? More cow? Well, it's not a cowbell. It's originally a Valentine's Day bell that I got at the dollar store one time. All right. Now I will pour.
And when we come back around to you, that's when I'm going to show the website. Okay.
It has an interesting spicy, for some reason, a spicy aroma.
I've noticed that about that. I noticed that about that product.
Yeah, like almost like it was a product for the Christmas season. Really, I mean, like a pumpkin pie spice smell. Which I was gonna say, this cheap crap I brought on the show. I just I'm very limited as to the variety of things that these mom and pop, and I use that term very kindly because I have other choice words, mom and pop liquor store owners get for their store.
Oh yeah, I know the type.
Very limited, and you can't tell them anything. They're foreigners, and they get arrogant on you when you say something to them. Anyway, meet me by the bridge, you bastards. Interesting. I get a strong taste of vanilla.
Now hold on. When I come back to you, we're gonna do a full thing, and then I'm gonna go to the
Oh,
website.
okay. All right. BC. Now it's BC.
All right. This has been sitting on my account for a while, man. It's kind of say what came first. I had to break this one out. Dun, dun, dun. There it is.
Oh, what a nice bottle.
Oh, Di Serrano, right?
Yeah.
Amaretto?
Amaretto
Di Serrano or something else?
Diuce. I'm sorry, Diuce. Yeah, Diuce brandy. It's cognac.
It's a cognac. Diuce.
So
interesting.
It's 40%. So yeah. I know it's made of cognac France. That much beyond that.
BC's got a nice collection himself. I mean, he just doesn't have it all.
Diuce is not cheap either.
No. And I've seen the bigger bottle of this. And I was like, no, let me get the smaller bottle. This is like 375 milliliter. So that's all I could afford at the time. And it's been sitting on my counter for maybe a year and a half, 2 years now. So
yeah,
probably
I've never had it. I always wanted to get it. James, you're right. He does have a good collection.
Yeah, it's just not all stacked behind them like Whiskey Scout has it. It's all put away here and there.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say the E&J is 40% alcohol, which is 80 proof.
Right. I knew
Yeah.
what it was already, so I typed it in.
Yeah.
I already,
Extra,
I don't,
extra smooth, rare blend, American brandy. Yeah, rare. Okay. All right.
it's like saying premium. Everything's premium, you know.
Everything's premium. We use only the most sought after hops.
The most the most exquisite.
Exquisite hops. Yeah.
Looks nice, BC. But we're gonna come back to you. We're gonna come back to you. All right.
Yeah.
I want to do that, dudes, one day.
What is that? A Michigan State shot glass or something? Michigan?
No, that's U of M. U of M.
University of Michigan.
Yeah. The Wolverines.
The Wolverines. Hands.
Well, that's okay. If you, I prefer Schlitz, but you know, it's no big deal. Okay, now, all right, now listen here. Now, I can't show you a website because there is no website for this, but you can see it's clear. No, this is what liqueurs look like when you don't add color in. Silver, I guess. So they add color in because people don't really want to look at look something that's clear like vodka, you know. It's slightly different from the 99 brand because it is 101 proof, and 99 brand is 99 proof. Is this an old bottle left over from a few years ago? Well, it's possible because, like I said, when I clicked on the website, it redirected me to 99. So they might have discontinued this and brought it into the 99 thing. But doesn't look old though, but that doesn't mean anything. You know, these stores will keep the shelf for 100 years in a day. Then they make you look up the price because they didn't bother putting the price tag on. That's really nice.
You
All right.
make up your own price. You make a price.
Now, she didn't tell me. No, she didn't tell me to make up the price. She said, "Look at that list. This piece of loose leaf paper that was taped to the side of the register." And I was supposed to look at this list and try to figure out what all the prices were while the line was building up. I said, "Well, that's great customer service there, boy."
She must have talked to her, who's that? Reed Richards.
What?
She must have thought you were Reed Richards, you know, be able to stretch out the read behind the counter there, yeah.
Oh no, I mean no. Well, the register is close to the where you stand, and it was a piece of paper that was taped to the side of the register. I could look at it closely, but I'm trying to read all these different. I'm trying to read the name of like these 6 different bottles that I picked, and get the price list while these people are lining up, and I'm getting into the end of the line, you know. And I was the first one there, so I mean, it's like this is insanity, you know. Anyway. You know, it smells like peaches, just like the 99 brand smells like peaches. And I'll tell you, the 99 brand peaches taste like you're biting into a peach. So I guess there's something to be said for natural flavoring.
I like to try the De Kuyper peach schnapps someday. I like to give that a shot. De Kuyper.
Yeah, I see that quite on. That's the Dutch family. Well, I don't know what to say. It tastes like a very cold peach. Now, how did they get that flavor? I'm pretty sure they're not taking fresh peaches and crushing them up and soaking it in that and then selling these for 99 cents a bottle. They're probably buying peaches that the growers can't get rid of because they're bruised, half rotted, and they're going to toss them out. And so but still, that's good because then you're not wasting fruit, and at least you're getting some use out of it. Now there's a craft beer company that's using that method as a way to market a product, and they're calling it Citrus Rescue, where they say we're trying to help the environment. So we bought all this. Yeah,
You,
it's a new.
you know, I bet Laird's Applejack does that with the apples too. I bet they get the apples that fall on the ground. They harvest them, and the deer love apples, and they go and crap all over the apples, and you gotta clean them because E. coli from the deer.
Yeah.
Feces.
Well, if you look at their website, they say that they own their own orchard,
That could be it.
and they grow their own apples. They grow their own apples because Laird's headquarters is in Scobeyville, New Jersey, but they own an orchard in Virginia. But a lot of these companies here, it's not like Sazerac has peach orchards, But that idea of taking, which would be like something that would be unappealing to people, refuse oranges, and then making a craft brand and calling it Citrus Rescue to help the environment. I said, nobody thought of that before.
Just call it fruit salad rescue for booze, something like that. Just like collectively, just it could be pineapples from Dole, it could be Sunkiss oranges, navel oranges, it could be whatever.
How about fruit booze?
Honestly, I don't have a problem with it. And if you're going to take it and you're going to use it, and it's better than just tossing it out, like the U.S. government, one time they thought the price of oranges had dropped too much. So they paid all these farmers to burn millions of acres of oranges instead of selling them because they said the price would be too low.
Oh,
I said, that's real nice.
It's horrible to do that. You know what I mean? Just like it was horrible that what was that company, Rheingold, that dumped thousands of gallons of beer into the New York sewer.
I know Schlitz did that in 1976, but what happened to them was they were taking a shortcut to brew their beer by adding this chemical additive, this enzyme. And some hotshot scientist, young guy, told him, "Yeah, it makes the beer age, and it's like instead of aging the beer for 4 weeks, you can age it in 4 days, and the chemical it makes it taste." So they started doing it. It tasted the same, but they kept adding more and more, speeding up the process. It started making a thick film inside the beer. So when people were pouring it in the glass, they were like, "Why does my beer have like these slimy strings in it?" And then when the news came out that they were adding this chemical, and then they had to dump 500,000 gallons of beer down the drain in Tampa, Florida, that was it. That company was wrecked, and that's why they're under the ownership of Pabst today. They don't even have their own breweries anymore. So that's what happens when you take shortcuts and you add chemicals to your product, dummy.
Sometimes there is no shortcut. There is no easy way to get things done. You got to do it the old-fashioned way. When I found out about Rheingold beer during a televised Mets game, because they were at the time they were the sponsor of the New York Mets the TV programs on a local station, WOR, New York. And they were a sponsor, and that's how I found out. And they showed them pouring, like you said, all their inventory right into the sewer. And I'm sure that many ample-sized rats down there got intoxicated. And
kind of makes you wonder if they got alcohol poisoning out of it.
yeah. Well, there's ample rats in Chinatown by Little Italy because the Chinese food establishments just put all their rotten produce and everything else that goes bad right on the street, right by the curb. So the rats are like with the toothpick, like this. Oh man,
that's crazy.
So,
all right. Yeah. Well, anyway, getting off of all of that. although it's interesting. Yeah. So however they make the peach flavor, it tastes like peaches. Now, so if you want to drink a liqueur that tastes like a cold, juicy peach, this was it. This is going to work. I don't have a problem with it. I don't really drink liqueurs except on Fandango Friday, and that's the honest truth. But you know, I know there's other people that drink them every day, and you could probably use it in a lot of different recipes and whatnot. All right, so it's very nice, and whether it's still being produced, I do not know. Now, James is going to talk about this product. Now, I'm going to ask James a question when I bring him up to the big screen to see if he knows the answer. If not, I'll tell him the answer because I used to. Do you know what the VSOP stands for?
VSOP, very special. You know what? I'm stumped.
All right.
Oh,
Now,
I'm trying.
okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. That was a setup. That's what they call a setup in the industry. Okay. I did research on brandy because I did a lot of brandy reviews. Brandy comes in 3 classes. VS is the very special, but it's not very special because it's only aged about 2 to 4 years. The next level up, the mid-range level, is VSOP. Very smooth, old, pale. Very smooth, old, pale.
Pale.
Which is aged between 4 and 6 years. 4 and 6 years in oak barrels. Now, the top level brandy, which is going to cost you more money, is the XO, extra old. XO is extra old, and it's aged 6 to 10 years. 6 to 10 years. So if you ever see a brandy that says XO, that means it's aged between 6 and 10 years. Of course, it's going to cost you extra money. Now,
well, at least the what I'm impressed is that the domestic brandies are obviously aged much longer than the average hard liquor, which is usually aged for 2 years in the oak barrels.
yeah,
like typical run-of-the-mill rums, and I mean, they're 2 years is generally, I believe, what they're aged for. I'm not talking about the añejos, the more expensive ones, rums, but the typical, what would the bar call it? House special, the house brand or whatever.
yeah, you'd be lucky if it's a year.
Right, yeah. Or if it was during Prohibition, they stretched it with formaldehyde or some cheap, I guess, corn whiskey. Yeah. So there we go. Grand Blue, Grand, Premium, Rare. They use all these words.
I think I've got that bottle there.
Oh man. Well, it's the first one on their list. I see. Notes of vanilla cream. Okay. Getting back to this. Spice, aromas of sweet brown spice, which I got in the aroma. And then the vanilla. So they're correct about those two.
Is that E&J?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ernest and Julio.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do got that. Yep.
Ernest and Julio Gallo started this company, right? I want probably
1933.
Wow. Really? Well, it goes way back. I mean, for an American company, it's way back.
Yeah, and their mother and father had a terrible story. Ernest and Julio Gallo, their father killed their mother and killed himself, a murder-suicide.
No, for God's sakes. killed
Yeah, but
his wife and himself.
yeah, and so but then the two brothers, instead of, kind of thing that make you want to give up on life, but instead of doing that, they started their liquor company in 1933, and one of their sisters married Carlo Rossi, Charles Carlo Rossi.
I don't just like to talk about it. I drink it. Yeah, Carlo Rossi.
Now here's some of the rest. Yeah, I like to talk about wine, but I rather drink it.
Yeah, that's probably how he got into the business, or off of his in-laws.
He was a salesman. Yeah, he was a salesman for E&J Gallo, and he married the sister. And they said, "Hey, Carlo, you want to start a line of wine named after you?" And you know what his answer was? Yeah.
Yes, but I'd much rather drink it.
So in 1963, Carlo Rossi wine started hitting the market, and of course, they made it look like it was his own company. You know what I mean? Like the television commercials made it look like he owned the company, but it really was just. Yeah. All right, let's look at some of the cocktails real fast, James.
Yeah. Well. Plus, his name has a nice sound to it for wine, Carlo Rossi.
Right.
It sounds better than Gallo,
which means rooster.
Gallows.
Rooster. Now, here's some cocktails. Can you see the cocktails that you can make with the
E&J with cola, E&J with ginger ale, E&J neat, brandy, E&J eggnog with eggnog. I went looking for eggnog. Guess what? There ain't none. I don't know why they do things like that. Maybe we feel like having an eggnog in in February. E&J in orange, like a screwdriver, right? Look at all these cocktails, man. Island, man, maybe it is pineapple juice, coconut, nutcase. I have no idea. Gentleman's what? Sucker? The seersucker gentleman. The seer. Now, what's a seersucker suit? I used to hear that when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's like a linen. It's like
like a zoot suit, or like a leisure suit. Well, that was polyester. I take that back. Leisure suits were terrible. That was like.
Wait a minute, wasn't that what Don Knotts wore on the Three's Company?
Don Knotts had a leisure suit, and also Jerry Stiller as Frank Costanza on Seinfeld used to wear a leisure suit all the time on the show with matching trousers, slacks, or whatever.
I've seen him in Seinfeld, and was it The King of Queens? And I know it's part of the act, but why is he always yelling?
He lived in the basement on King of Queens. Yeah, he was the father-in-law. Yeah, he's always shouting. I don't know, maybe it's his hearing is shot, but leisure suit was a '70s thing, and I'm glad it went out of style. Okay, here we have some lovely. They look like Concord, but they're probably not. They look like Concords.
California grapes.
Yeah, Finger Lakes. Taylor Port. Excellent dessert wine. But look how inviting that looks. Wow, look at that. Well, they were aged in steel tanks, right? Stainless steel tanks, or did they use wooden barrels? The Gallo.
Gallo uses barrels.
They do use barrels. Oh, Well, that's good. And maybe the cheap wines like Sutter Home, cheap California wines. Maybe they use the stainless steel tanks. Well, it tastes good. That's all I got to say. For a run-of-the-mill domestic brandy, it's quite pleasant. It is what it is. It's got the spice. It's got the vanilla flavor. It's smooth. You know, they could say whatever they want in France. It's a decent product. It's a decent peach ice poured over peach cobbler. Uh-huh.
How about vanilla ice cream?
Or vanilla ice cream, or even peach ice cream. Hey, Jordy, I'm gonna be going live Sunday if you're gonna be around. Hopefully Eric will be around too. 65.95 total wine. That's the cost.
Yeah.
Total wine. Peach puree concentrate. I love peach in all ways. I melocotone in Spanish. Peach. Melocotone. Anyway, number one. I will someday. I will look for that XO.
Yeah, the XO is the black label. XO is the black label, and it's a little bit more expensive, but it's aged longer. You know.
Now keep Kevin on for about 10 seconds. Now what he said makes me think of anytime I would go to a farmer's market. Now I have to. I'm sure there's no connection, but if I go to a farmer's market run by Indian or Spanish, I see flies around the fruit. If I go to a farmer's market run by Asians, they're perfect, impeccable. You could take a person that paints oil on canvas can do still life paintings with it. I'm telling you, perfectly placed, perfect looking. Drunk sewer rats. Yeah. So that's the story about fruit. Discount fruit. Maybe if you're gonna make your own liquor, if you're like a home distiller as a hobby, you know, then you can get some, but not too rotten though. But anyway. Oh, speaking of shows from the United Kingdom, you're absolutely right. Rats and Chinese food. What about chicken chow meow or chow bow wow? Chicken chow bow wow. Now, Sanford and Son and All in the Family, and it mentioned the shows from England that they took them off of. It mentions I was watching a documentary on YouTube about those two shows, and they were originally from England. Those sitcoms.
Yeah, All in the Family was called. I can't remember. I know. The other one was Steptoe and Son. In England, it was called Steptoe and Son.
Yes. Yeah, and of course, Red Fox's real last name is Sanford. Good morning. Salute to Masumi in the Tokyo area, which is now 8:15 a.m. Saturday. All right. Cornell brandy.
He means Corbell.
Corbell. Cornell.
Harvey
Corbell.
Corman.
Harvey Corman brandy. I had Smithwick one time. Smithwick ale, and it was a Smithwick. Yeah,
Think so.
Smithwick ale. Why it's not good now? It was great back in the day.
Yeah, it's good. It's still good.
I tell you one thing. You get a. I told Michael Hilton this. You get a half gallon or whatever of Carlo Rossi White Zinfandel, and you keep it in the back of your refrigerator, just in case you have a girl over. They would love it. It has a refreshing, fruity, strawberry-like flavor. It really is good, and it's good if you're making homemade white clam sauce to put on your linguine. I'd use that also for that. Shrinkage, yeah. The cold water in the pool. That's right. Yes.
My favorite quote from Seinfeld was, "Oh, that's gold, Jerry. Gold."
Oh yeah. Yeah. Kenny Banya. Hey, I gave you a brand new Armani suit. You owe me a dinner at Mendy's. Well, why didn't you order a dinner? Why did you order soup? He says, soup is the dinner. Then he tried to do it again a second time. Kitchen marinating.
Yeah, and Jerry, the reason he told Jerry that's gold, Jerry Gold, is because he told Jerry, I need some material from our show, and Jerry just thought of something off the top of his head. He said, yeah, well, think about Ovaltine. He said, why do they call it Ovaltine? The container's not round. I mean, the container's not oval, it's round. He said, why don't they call it Roundtine?
Yeah, the mug is round. The jar is round. Why don't they call it Roundtine? That's gold, Jerry.
Yeah, he stared at Jerry. He looked at Jerry and stared at him for a moment, and he said, oh, that's gold, Jerry. Gold. All right, now it's time for BC's Beer Reviews. BC's Beer Reviews.
BC.
Regardless if it's a beer or a liqueur, I'm going to be reviewing it today.
Do it now, forever hold your peace. It's getting a little late.
Yeah, or forever hold your hair. Right. Yeah, I'm sorry, but we're having a good time. But we're going to get off on.
No, I'm not rushing everybody. I don't know if BC is feeling a little sleepy tonight or not.
Yeah. Oh right. I forgot about that aspect of the show.
Yeah, I'm not trying to rush the show. I'm just I'm concerned.
Good point. I forgot about that.
No, I'm good today, guys. As far as that goes.
Do that again.
You okay, BC? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Remember when Michael Komarov set off his alarm on his phone and it did nothing? It didn't wake him up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then somebody told us, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be showing that. I said, that's good that's good entertainment. All right, BC,
yeah,
go forward. I'm gonna have to look up the website.
They got on your case on my show on Sunday. They were busting.
To be honest, I mean, from my point of view, I like to think, was Ryan doing that on purpose? No. So, I mean, he was trying to say, well, it should have been more professional. I was like, well, I mean, in my mind, it's like, to me, you weren't doing it on purpose. So, I mean, it would be kind of pointless for me to ask you, did you do it on purpose? The answer is no. So,
yeah, you told me off the air that you get up very early in the morning to prepare for work, and you were exhausted. It was sleep. It wasn't anything else.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. Okay. For an example, that episode that we were talking about, It's like, you know, a lot of people I get, and you know, in a way, I I don't know if I like kind of went off or kind of kept going on, but it's like most people would think, oh, he's drunk, this, that, whatever, you know. And it's like it's a different story. I get it if it's somebody that's actually drinking a lot. Okay, fine, I get it. But most people, that's what comes to mind. He's drunk, whatever. And I was like, you know,
Yeah, but you could have been something. It could have been worse than drunkenness. It could have
uh,
been, you know,
having
God
a
forbid,
heart attack or
worse.
dead. Yeah. And it was like, do I hold any ill will against Ryan for it? No. I mean, I get that maybe the correct me if I'm wrong here, Ron, but sometimes it seems like it's a little clunky or whatever, you know, going from here to there and this, that, whatnot, you know. But I never took it as it being deliberate. And but then again, I
Yeah,
did.
it can be a little clunky. You're right. It can be a little clunky.
Yeah.
The only
So I mean,
time I get sleepy is when I get bored of certain guests that I haven't seen in a while, but certain guests that drone on, giving their description, and they get too melodramatic about the
Yeah, yeah.
product, and you know, you know, like they're having an out of body experience, and they go on, and I'm like, oh my god, you know.
yeah. I mean, in a way, on certain beers that I review on my channel from time to time, I really enjoy them. And you know, thank God for editing. I swear to God, because the way I keep going on about certain beers, man, I could have a 30 to 45 minute episode on just one beer. But thanks to editing, I cut it down.
Yeah, but it's
So
a beer or an ale or a
yeah,
stout or whiskey. It's not like your experience going to the International Space Station or something. You know,
yeah, exactly. And I know for a fact nobody wants to hear me drone on and on and
you
on and
cut to
on
the
forever.
chase. You just cut
Yeah.
to the chase. That's it. Boom.
So
You
you
know,
know, I gotta
5 minutes.
admit, I forget where exactly where I started editing on my videos, but I think it was I was doing the JJ series way back when. This is probably about a year and a half, no, a year and a quarter ago. It was one of the Great Lake uh, beers. I messed up somehow on the video. I had to do editing, and from that point on, that's when I started editing my videos.
Was it the Edmund Fitzgerald stout by Great Lakes? Or
Nah, I'll tell you the truth, I can't remember exactly,
okay,
but
let's go to your Diuse VSOP.
yeah, Koye. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
that
get it.
reminds me.
To get it to upload it. It's a real slow website, and StreamYard slows down everything. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, those rap bastards. I bet they do it on purpose so you get the professional version. Those rap
Well, I'm
bastards.
trying to get it. I'm trying to show the website, but it's just don't want to come up. You know. But you can go ahead and describe what you're tasting and smelling right now.
Yeah, go ahead, BC.
Everybody knows this caramel color. You know.
Yeah, as you can tell. So smells nice. I'm enjoying the smell. So now these are made out of a certain grape, ain't they?
Yeah,
Or
you're right.
oh,
Grape. They take grape wine and they take grape wine and they distill it and make liquor out of it, and then they age it in oak barrels for about 6 years, 4 to 6 years.
it's tasted really nice. I mean, when I took that first sip, it really took my breath away. Second, not so much. Tasted really nice. Yeah, in a way, you can really taste that.
sorry, I couldn't get their website to load up. I'm sorry about that. Not much I can do about it, you know.
But it's really nice. I mean, was it 40%? And it's what, 80
Yeah,
proof?
yeah,
So
40%.
it's really nice. So
it's about $30 for that half-size bottle.
yeah, it's about that. Yeah. So yeah, I only break this one out every once in a while. So since it's been a while since I've been on the show, it's like, you know what? Why not?
All right.
And
No, he's not talking about you, Ronald. No,
wait a minute,
Claude. Claude, I have 6 Schlitz cans left. Okay, BC, sorry to interrupt.
But yeah, it's really nice. Get rid of that grape oakiness off of there. Looks good. So, and I know they have cigars out there where they actually dip it in the cognac. I can't say for certain this one, but they definitely dip them in some sort of cognac. So, it's really nice.
All right, I'll be right back, BC. Hold on.
Yep. Nice mouthfeel. Nothing lingering. Yeah, it definitely has that alcohol presence to it. So I know some people. I want to say maybe
I'm gonna go over to me now, and then we're gonna give the scores. I'm in the dark now, boy. I thought I was gonna have a little more daylight, but it got darker faster than I thought.
Well, you got the monitor light.
Yeah, I got the monitor. Some people really freak out over it, though. They're like, "Why are you in the dark? Why are you in the dark?" I was like, "We can see my face. I mean, why are you getting so nervous about it?"
My grandfather used to turn the lights off in the living room and he used to tell us, when you go to the movie theater, it's the same thing. You got the light from the movie theater screen.
I never watch television with any lights on because I cannot stand the glare. It like makes glare on the television, you know. And then they used to say in the 1970s, they used to say, never watch television in the dark. It'll make you go blind. You know, it's like,
but you see a reflection of the lamp. If you're in the living room, you see the reflection of the lamp.
Yeah, I don't want to look at a lamp. My father's like, why, like if I'm on the computer, he was like, why are you doing that in the dark? I say, because there's so much glare when the lights are on, I can't see what I'm looking at. It's just like you're saying, the reflection. I mean, I can't. Anyway, all right. Now, sorry, BC, about the Do You Say website. It was taking forever to upload. It's probably got a whole lot of interactive graphics, but I'm going to research that when we get off because I'm curious. Yeah. Anyway, so what the hell?
Hey, a little bugger there, George Stickle. Yeah, barrel finish. Smooth sipping.
All right. Now, my friend David Garlip gave me this bottle. Ugh. I wouldn't have bought it, but I can still get a lot of this stuff for so cheap at international market. You would be amazed. They've got these bottles, and I'm not kidding, y'all. They're $5.99, and it's two for two. Buy one, get one free.
Wow.
Now try beating that price. But I'll give you another example. I was at Walmart yesterday, and they had Hornitos Black Barrel rum tequila. Hornitos Black Barrel tequila. The regular price was $27.98, and they were selling it for $13 even.
Wow.
You know, I bought that so fast it make your head spin.
And that's a good tequila, Hornitos.
I've never had it, but it's 100% blue agave from Mexico. I bet it's good.
Have you ever had Patron? Because I never.
No.
Too expensive for me.
Patron tequila.
But if I keep going to Walmart and getting these great deals, I guess I'll try everything. Look, they had Tullamore Dew, $26 bottles, $13. $26 bottles, $13. True story. All right. So peach ice. I like it a lot. And I would like to pour it over vanilla ice cream, honestly, and I'm not getting, or maybe French vanilla. So there's my score for the peach ice, 95 out of 100 and A. This Tabasco barrel is really working. If you like spicy Tabasco sauce in this, you'd like it. George Dickel Tennessee whiskey with Tabasco sauce. But I've been using the Louisiana Supreme hot sauce that I bought for $1, a 17-ounce bottle for $1, and I've been putting it on everything. And it's from St. Martinville, Louisiana. And James P. Madonna said he got it also at a dollar store and he liked it. Louisiana Supreme from Louisiana. Now tomorrow morning at dawn, I've got 2 American whiskeys going up one against the other. I have the very old T.W. Samuels American blended whiskey from Kentucky, introduced in 1844. True story, 1844. And it's got some kind of stain on it. Look like some hot sauce got opened and splashed on. I'm gonna have to wipe this label down with a wet towel later. You can see all the
Yeah.
I guess something hit it. But anyway, this is from 1844, not this particular bottle, but I have a little bit left. And it's going to go up. Yep. That's from Heaven Hill, our friends in Heaven Hill, T.W. Samuels. They bought it out. Of course, they always get bought out. And it's going up against Julius Kessler, introduced in 1888. There's Mr. Kessler.
Smooth as silk.
Yeah, not exactly, but anyway. No. It's so rare that I bought it at a local store, and it got bought out by, it's owned by Jim Beam today. But anyway, that's tomorrow morning at dawn, and so now James is going to give his score and do any promos, and we have a Stout Sunday morning if somebody would want to drink stout at 10:30 a.m. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to join you on Stout Sunday there.
What?
You will?
Yeah, I think I will because I've got like 2 different stouts in my fridge right now. I've got.
Awesome.
Well, I'll tell you when I'm up next. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Make it a part of your monologue. Well, I'm very impressed for a relatively inexpensive American brandy, and I'm going to give this, based on the flavor and the smoothness and versus the price, I'm going to get. Oh, Horn Dog is back. I'm going to give this a 95% out of 100 score.
Good.
And I'm going to be going live this Sunday. It won't be a heavy duty political and science and whatever show, because Jason Cleveland has a couple of events, so he will not be with me this Sunday or the following Sunday, but he is coming back the Sunday after that with the second, not the debut, but the return of the Spinning Wheel of Shame. That will be coming back on the show, the all new Spinning Wheel of Shame, and which is connected to the Chislers Hall of Shame. But I'll be going live with. It will be a very unpredictable, light show, open topic show with no rules. I call it shooting the shit. This show is about nothing. And
what time? 2:00 Eastern or
no? 2:00 Central, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
3 p.m. Eastern, and people can say anything they want. they can show anything within reason. They can show anything they want, unless it's an attractive female, then she's allowed. But no dudes can't be doing that. Otherwise, you're out. You're off the show. And it should be a lot of fun. Usually, Jordy comes aboard. BC comes aboard. The pirate ship of insanity. Eric Fraunfelter. Hey, Horn Dog. Yeah, stop by. Stop by Sunday. The reason why I haven't been back to the all-you-can-eat sushi place or the other buffet is because of the cold. I don't feel like walking 5 blocks and have my face go numb halfway down. I mean, it's pretty damn cold out there to be walking to this place and then walking back again. So when the weather's pleasant, it's not a bad walk.
Ronald Sutton says, Dewey Cheatham and how?
Dewey Cheatham and how? Ronald Sutton, do you have a no, you don't have, he doesn't have a YouTube channel, right?
No.
Well, what does he have?
And
yeah, I'll be on. I'll be on.
He's got a lot of beer.
Huh?
He's got a lot of beer.
Well, he's got a lot of beer. He's got a lot of stories. He can tell any story he wants. That'll be
right.
I'm going live at 3 p.m. Eastern on the Progressive Discussions. A father figure. Father figure? I don't look that old. Come on. No, he showed Little Dicko, the Tabasco hooch. He didn't show naked.
Now, James, I have some good news for BC's Beer Reviews, OBC's Brandy Reviews, because I brought up the website.
Mm-hmm. Now we got to mosey on down.
BC, I'm going to do a screen share now, and you're going to be very happy, I think. And then you can give the score. Now, the E&J said that their VSO was aged at least 2 years, which confused me because I thought it was 4 to 6 years. But D'Ussé says naturally aged for at least 4.5 years. The bold and full body blended D'Ussé VSOP cognac is made from a selection of the finest eau de vie, that means the grape juice, including some that were carefully matured in the cellars of Chateau de Cognac. On the nose, it reveals a powerful bouquet, rich in woody notes, layered in touches of cinnamon and floral notes. Distinctively and unexpectedly smooth, each taste reveals hints of spices and almonds with undertones of honey and dried fruits as the grand finale. Sounds a little bit more complicated than it probably is, but what do you say about it? Does it live up to their billing?
For the most part, yeah. Yeah, I can't taste the dry fruit in there, but it does have the hints of the fruitiness and a lot of grape to it too. Yeah, so really enjoyed this one.
Let's see what year they started. Real fast. I know we're going long, but I hate to rush, man. One thing I hate is rushing. You know? Okay, yeah. Naturally confident and boldly courageous. Sean J.Z. Carter, conceived by the senior most cellar master Michelle Casavecchia. Jay-Z.
Does he have 99 problems?
Yeah, but this ain't one of them.
So he has 98 problems.
A cultural icon, D'Ussé works to transcend cognac as we know. So it's not an old brand, it's new. Okay. Well, it's cool though. Doesn't have to be old.
So yeah, if I had to give this one a grade, I would have to give it a 98. I actually enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed
Wow.
it. Yeah. So if I had ever run out and wanted to get another one, I definitely would on this one. So
98.
that's my
That
grade.
is
I think
very
it too.
high.
You know. And
Are
as
you
far
drinking
as
it at room temperature?
yeah, yep, room temperature. Yep, kept it on the counter. What the? That's why I was asking about the E&J. Got the E&J too. So
Oh, look, James.
Hey, he's got it, the big one, Grand
yeah,
Blue. Now you said that was aged for 2 years. Now what is the XO? How long is the XO aged for?
Well, I don't know because they're saying that the VSOP is aged at least 2 years. That doesn't mean it's 2 years. At least the minimum is 2. So I don't know. I thought it was 2, 4, and 6. I thought it was 2, 4, and 6. So I guess the XO is 6 years. I don't know, man.
yeah.
Oh, all right.
Okay, now
So
promos.
yeah, promos. I believe I did the Black Hearted uh, uh, ale on my show Wednesday. And I'm going to be doing the Lighthearted Ale Saturday or tomorrow. I'm still working off that box of hearts from the Bell's Beers variety pack. Now, I've done the Black Hearted last year, and this year I've re-reviewed the 2020 edition, or the 2022 edition, I should say. And the Lighthearted out of the Hearted family, I've never done. So, first time doing the Lighthearted Ale. And after that, I've got Modelo's and I believe the Guinness chocolate mint stout. After that, well, either way, I'm
Oh
doing either
yeah,
Modelo's.
yeah. Oh yeah, it tastes like Andes mints. You know the Andes mints that they sell, the little rectangular.
Yeah, with the little mountains on them with the chocolate on the top and
Yeah,
bottom with the mint in the middle. Yeah, I love them
that's what it
things.
tastes like.
And of course, James' show Sunday at 3. Uh, well, so whichever comes first, I don't know if I'm going to do the Modelo's or the uh, mint one after the lighthearted ale. But either way, I got choices. I'll figure it out by Wednesday which one I'm going to do. But Saturday I'm going to do the lighthearted ale.
Did you get the Modelo Negra?
Yeah, the dark one. Yeah, yep, that's the one I got because I already did the special already, so I'm doing the dark
I
one.
drank a Negra today. I drank a Negra today.
Oh, did you? How'd you like it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Hey,
I love it.
Ronald, what is your you have a theme this Wednesday?
Yes, in fact, I do. Let me look up my schedule book. I forgot about that. I forgot about my Wednesday show. That's very popular. Which no reason to forget about that. Peach Mango Hazy IPA, Daryl. Hey, Daryl. Okay. This February 9th is the theme of beers for Carnival.
Oh,
But if you don't know,
that's
if you don't,
that's because Carnival is a few weeks off, right? I didn't know you were doing it.
no. This is Carnival season. We're in Carnival season right now. Carnival starts on 12th night, January 6th, and it runs till Shrove Tuesday, Mardi Gras Day, which is March 1st. So beers for Carnival. Now, I can understand if y'all having trouble. I can get a Beta Mardi Gras Bach. I can get other Carnival beers, but you might say, oh, I live in New Jersey or Michigan. I can't get a Carnival beer.
Well,
What are you talking about?
I have a craft beer that's very festive in not only the label on the can, but in the ingredients. It's very it's kind of elaborate.
Right.
I mean,
So
I don't have anything with the word Carnival or Mardi Gras on the can, but it's
right,
it's
and right now Sazerac on the shelf has their king cake flavored vodka, king cake vodka from Sazerac. It's called Taka king cake vodka. Taka king, and I guess New Orleans is the only place that gets it. But
I bet I
but
can
tell
order
you
those.
what,
Go ahead.
huh? I'm not
No,
a
I bet
hard-hearted. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not a hard-hearted person, so if people are unable to get a Carnival beer for Carnival, then if you want to just do a Joker's Wild alternative, you can bring a Joker's Wild item for those next 3 weeks, the 9th, 16th, and 23rd. But I'm going to try to bring specific beers for Carnival. Then on March 2nd, I can't do it March 2nd. I don't think I can do it. You know, college baseball starting, y'all, in about 2 weeks. And once college baseball starts, that's going to mess up about 7 different Fandango Fridays. So we're going to probably be looking at some Thundering Thursdays. Thundering
Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah, because
Thirsty
I did buy. Yeah, I mean, I bought season tickets for baseball, and I didn't pay $250 so I could not go to the games.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So your theme technically is a beer or ale or stout that is specifically made for Carnival or Mardi Gras. There's something on the label that relates to that.
Yeah, but if that's not possible, and in most people's case, I guess it is not possible, then it'll be a Joker's Wild situation.
Yeah.
Now,
So you're doing this for the balance of February.
Yeah, and then in March, we're gonna have to juggle the schedule: March, April, and May. But yeah, Fat Tuesday. That's right. And but we're gonna try to do it, and we'll do the best we can. And when I go to these baseball games, my father, he's 77. He's gonna be 78 this year. He likes to go to the games, and what am I gonna do? Say, oh, hey, Daddy, I can't go to the game with you because I want to do a beer hangout. No, I don't think that's cool. No, you got to go to the game.
Yeah, he wouldn't understand that. It's just like a lot of women, a lot of wives don't get it. They don't get it when you say I'm planning on going live stream on YouTube with my friends, and we're going to review craft beer. The wives or the girlfriends or whatever, they just don't get it. Unfortunately.
Right, but he's cool about it. He's cool about it though, because we get to spend time together at the games, and but he always asks me when we talk on the phone. He'll say, "What are y'all doing tonight? What are y'all doing tonight?" So he asked me today, "What are y'all doing tonight?" I said, "Fandango Friday." Oh, Fandango Friday. And he'll say, "What about Madness Monday or Wild Card Wednesday?" So he asks. He doesn't drink anymore. He gave up drinking 20 years ago because of let's say he was a little too enthusiastic about it up until 20 years ago, but he threw in the towel on it. Yeah, Tulane. I do go to Tulane games when they don't make you take a shot to go to the games. Yes. That's correct. All right. Well, any last comments, gang?
No, not really. Well, for those that want to be on the show or comment on the show, My channel on YouTube is Progressive Discussions. Otherwise, I could be found on Facebook Messenger under my name, and that's pretty much it. I'll be there, and I know BC is going to be on Stout Sunday, and and tomorrow. Don't forget tomorrow morning, if you're up that early, to catch Ronald Thierry's doing Buster's Taste Challenge.
Yep.
Yeah. Haitian. Oh, like that rum I brought on the show that one night.
Yeah, the Barbancourt. Jean-Pierre's family is from Haiti.
Barbancourt. Yes, they usually bilingual. They speak French and English. Both. They speak both.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah. It's a French colony. That's fascinating. I mean, the whole history of all of these island countries. You know, who owned them? When do they get their independence? So on and so forth. You know.
Right now, like Jamaica. Interesting thing about Jamaica, that was a British colony until 1962. Then they became independent, except that Queen Elizabeth is still the Queen of Jamaica. And I was reading about that.
1962? Oh, yeah. They weren't independent until 1962?
Wow. I remember how old Queen Elizabeth is. I know she's old.
95, yeah, 95. It was the about to be 96. It was called the Jamaica Colony, and then in 1962 it became independent. But Queen Elizabeth is still the Queen of Jamaica, and if people in Jamaica don't like what their court system rules on, they can appeal the decision to the Queen's Privy Council in London, which has a special court. So the Supreme Court of Jamaica is still in London, England, which makes you wonder how independent it actually is.
Yeah.
Do they have the same rule over in Ottawa, Canada, the Canadian capital?
No. Back about 50 years ago, Canada ended the appeals to London.
Right.
You can no longer appeal. If you lose in the Supreme Court of Canada, you just lost.
Now the other
one more thing. Sorry to interrupt. One more thing. April is going to be the 40th anniversary of when the British Parliament gave Canada the right to appeal. What do you call it when you change? Yeah, right to amend their own constitution without the British Parliament's consent. So Canada has only been able to amend their own constitution for 40 years as of April. The Queen had to sign a law. So some people in Canada say they weren't really independent until 82 when they had the right to amend their own constitution. I mean, if you have to ask another country's parliament permission to change your law, what is that?
Yeah, it's not really 100% independence if you have to do that.
Right.
Are the other countries? Yeah. Belize.
What other country?
Like Belize, is that independent now?
Belize became an independent. Yeah, Belize became independent in 1981. Although Queen Elizabeth is still the Queen of Belize, and you can still people in Belize can still appeal court cases to London.
Yeah. I know. There was a lot of colonies, like the Dutch had the Antilles, the islands. Then the Falkland Islands. It's still British, right?
Yeah, the British still have a bunch of island territories. They have the Falkland Islands, Anguilla, the Cayman Islands, Turks and Caicos Islands, Montserrat Island. They still own a territory in Spain called Gibraltar. They own 2 territories on Cyprus Island. The British own a Pacific island. They own Indian Ocean territory. They own part of Antarctica, which has no population.
Yeah, except for penguins.
Yeah, but there's a suspicion that it could be the largest reserve of petroleum in the world under the ice cap in Antarctica, which is why these countries claim it.
Well, it's very possible because Antarctica is a continent. There's land and mountains underneath miles and miles and miles of ice. I mean, as opposed to the Arctic Circle, which is a frozen ocean. But it's all
Right, just
fascinating.
water. Yeah,
Yeah, just
yeah.
water. I mean, the penguins, and the polar bears have it really tough for that reason. You know, it's just water under there, and they just have seals to hunt.
Yeah, I'll tell y'all one more thing before we get off the air.
Yeah.
My grandmother, who died in 2016, she said to me, I was in 10th grade and I was walking home from high school, and she used to walk past the German consulate, which is like an embassy in a smaller city. So she was walking by the German consulate in New Orleans, and she said these people were in the back of the building in the backyard with huge metal garbage cans burning all these papers. They had big fires and they were burning papers, throwing all these papers in the fire. And then somebody said, "Didn't you hear? Germany and the United States are at war." So she said she saw them burning all this paperwork.
Oh wow, yeah. They well, with a fascist regime, they don't take kindly to education or the people knowing the truth. They
Well, I mean, it was probably a bunch of documents showing who they had been spying on and who had been giving them information. You know, probably had a bunch of Louisiana people giving them information. They hurried up and burned all the documents.
Yeah, I even heard that the Nazis made an offer to Nikola Tesla because everybody kind of found out how brilliant he was, and you know, they were looking for and then of course the U-boats probably came very close to the United States.
Right off the coast of New Orleans, right off the coast of Louisiana. And,
wow.
had battles. They had battles out in the Gulf of Mexico and off the coast of New Jersey. A lot of people don't realize World War II was fought right off the coast of the United States.
Yeah, well, that's why when I was flying my kite at a Jersey Shore beach called Sea Girt. Don't ask me what a girt is. I have no idea. This cop in shorts and a sandy colored uniform walked up to me on the beach and said, "I have to pull my kite down," which was way up there. Now, you know, to fly a kite at the beach is effortless. You just let it go and it goes boom, skyrockets. It took me over 20 minutes to pull that kite down. And as I was asking the cop, "Why do I have to pull my kite down?" Because the kite was a parachute material. There was no solid part.
Right.
I said, "Why am I pulling this kite down?" And he says, "Well, it's an old law in town from World War II because the Nazi spies used to use different color flags to send signals to like U-boats and everything." I said, "Yeah, but that's not the case with my kite." He says, I know. They never took it off. They never terminated
Took it off the book. Never took it off the book.
He was kind of laughing too because I says, look how high it up is. Yeah, I mean, it was up there dancing around in the sky. You know, it was a nice kite too, until it turned to shreds. You know, the material. But yeah, so that just gives you an example of what was going on. There's a a beach in Sandy Hook, New Jersey, at the Atlantic Highlands called Gunnison Beach, and there was a military base there, and they had cannons, and it's still there. I mean, the cannons, the remnants of the military base. So they were on a lookout for most likely German ships, and to this day, now it's just a nude beach in New Jersey.
Oh,
And,
wonderful.
yeah, Gunnison, parking area G. But people go fishing. There's a lot of surf fishing going on. But anyway,
BC, BC, any last comments?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Well, yeah, we love talking about these old historical things, you know. But anyway, Louisiana, New Jersey, Michigan all have a great history. All right. Now, James is going to close this out with a musical accompaniment.
Remember when Mo Howard had a nervous condition? He was taking those pills. Remember, oh, my nerves, and his hair was going.
Yeah. That was when Joe Besser was on there, right?
Curly Joe Besser, yeah.
Yeah, Joe Besser.
He was a pain in the ass. He didn't want to get hit. Curly Joe Besser did, or Joe DeRita, the both of them. They didn't want to get slapped. But Joe Besser was Stinky on the Abbott and Costello TV series.
Oh, okay.
He played a young child. He was dressed like a kid, but he was an adult. Yeah, that was with Sidney Fields, Hillary Brooke, Mike the Cop. Sidney Fields was the landlord, and they were always behind on their rent, which was only $5 a month. I've had that vodka. I am very happy because Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook got hammered. They took like a record-breaking loss financially.
Yeah.
His pain is my pleasure. You know, Zuckerberg, beep, 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 beep. No, hold on. Beep, beep. Yeah. He got hammered financially. Serves him right. It's called karma. Anyway, take care, everybody. Bryce, you have no idea how happy I am. I'm elated to hear this. That
When you get back on Facebook later tonight, you'll notice that your account has been deleted.
Yeah.
What happened to the First Amendment, Ronald? John,
what do I know for the First Amendment?